All right, guys, I'm going to do my very best to get through this one. We have some issues going on. It's very much first world issues right now. To my left is a person mowing the lawn with a car from the Fast and Furious, apparently. And to my right is a 13-year-old dog who's getting very annoyed at the noise. And I don't blame her one bit because I'm getting annoyed at the noise as a 40-year-old man. So I apologize for sound issues. I apologize if you see me pause this video. I apologize for just everything. Everything's my fault. But you know what's not my fault? Mariners win. Mariners win 3-2. They take 2 of 3 against the Angels. They improved to 81 and 65 on the season. Let's go over the scoring plays. Third inning, Angels actually get on the board first with a Brett Phillips homer off of Luis Castillo. There's that lawnmower, 1-0. Julio Rodriguez doubles home a run, just misses a 3-run blast, but does score Josh Rojas to make it 1-1. Angels get another in the fourth. Brendan Drury doubles home Zach Neto. I want to talk about that play for just a second after, we do all of this stuff. But Mariners get 2 in the fifth. Cal Raleigh singles home Ty France, the ever so speedy Ty France, and Teoscar Hernandez reaches on a single that scores Julio. It makes it 3-2. Mariners get the win. Before we get into the positives, before we get into the negatives, before I get kicked out of my whatever you would call this, I'm just annoyed. I'm so annoyed. People have the right to mow their lawn. But before we get into the negatives and positives, let's thank the good people of Simply Seattle, the very best in Seattle sports gear. Whether you're looking for stuff for your Seattle Mariners or the Sonics or the Seahawks or the Kraken or the Storm or the Sounders, anything you could possibly be looking for Seattle sports related, you can find at simplyseattle.com. Great hats, great shirts, great hoodies, great jackets, great just Seattle branded stuff, great Grey's Anatomy stuff. If you're looking for presents, it's not quite Christmas time yet, but if you want to get a heads up on that, I don't think it's the worst idea in the world. I'm usually done right around Thanksgiving, so it's not that much longer. And once you find all that great stuff, use code MOLLYWOP15. You'll save 15% off checkout, MOLLYWHOP15. A link will be in the description of this video. Really appreciate you checking them out and really appreciate Simply Seattle sponsoring the show. Okay. I'm not going to lie to you. I have done this about 15 times now because I've either had a massive, massive bolt of lawnmower or a massive dog bark. So let's see if this is the one. Negatives. The offense was bad today. The big four was okay. I'm calling it the big four. The top 4 hitters right now, they were fine. Everything beyond that was pretty bad today. Ford really struggled. Suarez really struggled. Quinzón really struggled. And I want to talk about that play. Ty France wasn't good. Josh Rojas went 1 for 1, but then leaves for Dylan Moore, and Dylan Moore took 2 bad at bats. The bottom of the lineup wasn't good, and it's disappointing because you were facing bad pitchers today. Pitchers that playoff teams should light up. And they weren't good enough today. They were not anywhere close to good enough today. And really, the offense wasn't really anywhere close to good enough for 2 of these 3 games. It's disappointing. But you get the win, so that's good. The negative I also wanted to talk about with Quinzón, and I promise you I'm not trying to pick on him. So I think the run might have scored anyway because Neto took off on the pitch. Of course, I forgot to turn off. You know what? That's fine. You hear my phone go off all the time. I think Neto might have scored in that 4th inning double because he took off on the pitch. But Quinzón did not read that well. And that's, I think, not all of his fault. I think we see the fact that, hey, he hasn't been here all year. He's barely been here for half the year, not even half the year. But it was very blatantly obvious that that ball was going to bounce off of that section, that corridor. And I think a left fielder who has been here for a while knows that and goes and charges that baseball a little more instead of waiting to play it. It might have cost him a run, but it is a reminder that, 1, I don't think Quinzón's instincts in the outfield are very good. And 2, when Jared Kelenich's healthy, he has to be in the outfield over Dominic Quinzón. It's not even close. Jared Kelenic is a better hitter. Jared Kelenic is a better fielder. Jared Kelenic is a better base runner. I did not realize that he's being held out for injury right now, by the way, Kelenic. Hopefully we get him back soon. And by we, I mean the Seattle Mariners and us. I'm fine calling it we for now. But yeah, that was a tough day for Quinzón. The only other negative I want to bring up, and then maybe I said that was the only other negative, but I'm worried about Justin Topa. He gets through this thing, and good for him. Good for him for, he gives up the first two runners and he is still able to get through this thing. Just his command looks so bad. I cannot remember the last time I saw Topa really truly hit his spot early in the count. It's just not happening. And I don't know if it's him tiring. I don't know if it's bad luck. I don't know if there's a mechanical adjustment. I'd have to pay closer attention to that stuff. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll, after this game, go take a look and see what's going on there, because he's just not throwing quality strikes. He gets through it. Thank goodness he gets through it. But it was not great. I also would say, and we can just get into the positives, I don't think Luis Castillo was great today, but more than good enough. More than good enough. 6 innings of 2-run baseball when you don't have your very best stuff. 8 strikeouts. Command wasn't great. Issues the 3 walks. I think this was a strong performance from Castillo. Not him at his best. A little disappointing. I'd love to have seen 7 strong innings from him, against a not very good team. I'd also love to see lawnmowers be banned in the year 2023. Let's see what we can do. Just let grass grow. So you'll never know it, but that was about a 15-minute pause while I was waiting for Dom Toretto to finish his lawn mowing. And I don't remember what we were talking about. Oh, yeah, Castillo. Solid. Not great. And again, the Angels lineup is bad. Horrific. But good enough. Good that he bounced through. Maybe should have just limited them to the 1 run. Phillips turned on a fastball. It was actually a decent pitch, but, he gets the bat head out of in front. You'll take it. You'll take it. And I still think it's weird that Castillo isn't getting more Cy Young talk. I think he's been among the most consistent starters in the American League, and his numbers are up there with anybody. Garrett Cole's going to win this thing based on the Vegas odds, but I think Castillo's been as good. Absolutely. He'll be in the top 2 or 3, which is cool, but I'd like to see him win it. Matt Brash. So he gives up a hit. He gives up a walk. The walk, I give more credit to Drury for. It was an outstanding at bat. And Cal got beat up today. Maybe should have caught one of those plays. I will talk about Cal in a second. But maybe should have caught one of those foul balls. He also got hit in the unmentionables, and I hope that Big and Dumper are okay. But, that's a really good at bat from Drury. Fouled off some really good pitches, and then Escobar just hits a little bleeder into left field. Outside of that, it was a friendly reminder that Matt Brash's stuff competes, if not beats, anyone in baseball. Just absolutely filthy. Congrats to him on reaching 100 strikeouts. That's a very hard number to reach, especially as a reliever who is not working, 2 1/3 inning games. This is a guy who doesn't work multi-inning games for the overwhelming majority. Like, he is just a guy who's coming in for an inning and sometimes less than that. So to get 100 strikeouts is really impressive. I think the 6th Mariner to do it. Sewald was the last in 2021. Really impressive. And I was super impressed with Andre Munoz today. Challenge him, dude. Challenge him. He was throwing so hard. He had that smoke today. That's awesome to see. And, do I wish the slider had a little bit more tilty-wilty on it right now? Yeah, I do. But the fact that he has realized that, hey, right now I don't have my electric slider. I'm going to throw these fastballs and these sinkers and see best of luck to you. I'm fine with that. It's a really good fastball. Can't get away with it forever. Hopefully next year we see the Suarez. I think they do look alike. Hopefully we see the Munoz that is, that complete arsenal of that nasty fastball and ridiculous slider. Hopefully we see that next year. I don't know if we're going to see it again in 2023, but challenge them. I'm totally fine with that. If they want to beat you with your fastball, I don't like it, but I can take it. I can handle it a lot more than bad sliders right now, because the slider is just not a very good pitch right now. And a huge shout out to Big Dumper for just a ridiculously good throw to end the game. Brett Phillips, very fast dude. And he throws a strike. A nice quick take from JP Crawford, too. Absolutely. That's one of his, I think, best defensive plays or defensive abilities, I guess I should say, is that he is able to get that tag down very quickly. I wish some other stuff was a little more quick, but we're not doing that. We're not doing that. That was outstanding. Cal Raleigh is such a good baseball player. Such a gosh dang good baseball player. I'm going to keep screaming it until I see Big Dumper appreciated it enough. He is just an outstanding baseball player. The Mariners are so fortunate to have him. My buddy Jason Churchill talked about this, that, they have a lot of that core locked up, and I don't think enough is said about having Cal Raleigh, at least for the next few years. It's massive. It is absolutely massive to have a player like that on top of, of course, having the superstar that is Julio Rodriguez. Cannot say enough good things. I also wanted to talk about that run scoring. Manny Acta, you're never boring. You're never boring, Manny Acta. I got to be honest. I thought it was a huge mistake to send France in that situation. That ball was lined. You had Teoscar coming to the plate next, who has been so good for the majority of the second half of the season. And Ty France is just so gosh dang slow. But when you give up a homer to Brett Phillips, you're due for some good luck. And the throw's just enough offline, and France gets just good enough of a jump that it doesn't matter. Oh, was I nervous watching him around third base? Oh, my goodness. Oh, it worked out. It worked out because, look, that's the run that ties this game. They do nothing offensively for the rest of this contest. Nothing. Do not score another run. So if France gets thrown out there, who knows what happens? Who knows what happens? Again, worked out. And good for France for getting a really good read on that baseball. It scared the crap out of me, though. Absolutely scared me. So let's scoreboard watch here a little bit. The Astros have a 4-0 lead. Of course they do. The Athletics aren't going to sweep the Astros. Come on. Rangers have a 4-0 lead over the Blue Jays. I really don't know how to feel about that. I don't know what to make. I will say this. I'm shocked. Now, I could see the Rangers splitting that series or even getting, I couldn't have seen him getting 3. And they might get 4. It looks like they're going to get 4. Because Texas has looked, before the series, so atrocious. Getting a sweep in Toronto. Man, oh man. Did not see that coming. Not even a little bit. So Mariners get a day off on Thursday. Might do something fun on Thursday. Might try to do some card stuff on Thursday. I'm going to see if I can get a box of Bowman Chrome and open it and maybe answer your questions. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get a box. I have a price I'm willing to spend. And I also there's limited resources in terms of where I can get them to. But I'm going to try. I think that might be fun. If not, maybe we'll just do a live little chat thing and hang out and stuff. I'm having fun. I'm having a good time recording these videos. Please hit like and subscribe. It would mean so much if you guys could just spread the good word about these videos as we're getting so close. There are 15 regular season games left. 15 of these. and then hopefully a bunch more after that. But the only thing we're guaranteed is 15 more. Crazy. So please hit like, subscribe, tell your friends, all that good stuff. It means the world to me. You can follow me on websites at Crawford_MILB, Blue Sky at Crawford Crispy. Need to use that one more. Sports Sometimes podcast. Had to delay that a little bit. Trying my best to get 2 episodes every month, but it's tough right now with everything that's going on. And part of that is because I'm recording a bunch of podcasts right now for the good people of Sportstopia. Having a ball doing that. Going to be doing my first NFL show tomorrow. I'm really excited. We'll be previewing Thursday Night Football. And I host every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday the baseball show with my buddies Sarah Sanchez and Drew Silva. Really appreciate you checking that out. It'd be great if this company could get off to a good start, and your support would mean a lot there too. A lot there too. And of course, the RotoWire Fantasy Baseball podcast, which it's awesome. So many good people, and also me. Self-deprecating humor. Get the win. Get the series win. 3 massive games coming up against the Dodgers. Are you excited? I'm excited.